Alexis, where are you going? Why did you leave before me? I was planning to have you cover my part of the bill. Seriously, come back here right now. Excuse me, what are you even talking about? We didn't come to this cafe together, remember? I was already here, minding my own business when you walked in and sat down. It's not like I promised to treat you or anything, so why should I be responsible for paying your bill? Oh, don't act like that. What's your problem? I came up to you at the cafe, didn't I? I even said hi to you. Given the circumstances, it's obvious that you should treat me. Do you even realize what kind of position you're in right now? You're in no position to refuse, Alexis. What are you talking about? What position? Oh, wow. Is that really the attitude you want to take? What do you think your husband would say if he knew you were here today, having tea with that man? And what about the moms from your social circle? What would they think if they found out? Why would it matter to anyone? Seriously, go ahead and tell them if you want. It doesn't bother me. Don't play dumb with me. I've already thought about this carefully. Just in case some people might not believe me if I told them, I made sure to take a few pictures. That's right, I've got photographic proof. So no matter what excuses you try to come up with, there's no way you can deny this now. Get it? I don't think you understand. I haven't done anything that would require me to deny or hide. Even if you try to spread rumors about me, it won't hurt me in the slightest. I'm not worried about it at all. Wait, what? Are you serious right now? Wow, to hear you say that. Wait a minute, could it be? Oh, I see how it is now. What are you going on about? So that's what's going on. You're saying it doesn't even matter if people find out about your affair, huh? You've reached the point where even if the truth comes out, it won't make a difference to you. Affair? What are you talking about? I'm not having an affair. Oh, please, you don't have to hide it anymore. The man you were sitting with at the cafe, he had that dashing, slightly older vibe, didn't he? He looked like the kind of guy who could sweep someone off their feet. Listen to me, that man is not my lover, okay? I was meeting with him for work, that's all, nothing more. Oh, sure, work, huh? That's such a typical excuse. You really expect me to buy that? I'm serious. Can you please just listen to what I'm saying for once? You're not even giving me a chance to explain. This isn't a conversation anymore. You're just talking over me at this point. But anyway, let's not dwell on that for too long. Your husband, his family runs a company, doesn't he? And your child is a girl, right? So if I were to marry your husband, that would automatically make my son Russell the heir to their family business, wouldn't it? Holly, what are you even talking about? Oh, it's all starting to make sense now. I should probably start preparing my divorce papers. Wait, hold on. What? Where is this coming from? Oh, I haven't mentioned this before, have I? Actually, my marriage has been on shaky ground for a while now. Divorce has come up as a possibility, but I've been hesitant to move forward because of financial concerns. But now this is my golden opportunity. If I marry your husband, not only will I have financial stability, but I'll also be stepping up in life. It's like hitting the jackpot. Holly, seriously, stop and listen to me. Oh, and about the cafe bill, don't worry about it. I'll pay for it myself. Holly, listen. The person I was having tea with earlier isn't some secret lover. He's the owner of that cafe. I work as a web designer and he hired me to redesign the cafe's website. That's why we were meeting, to discuss the project. As for why we were sitting in the customer area, there's a very practical reason for that. I wanted to experience the cafe's atmosphere firsthand so I could incorporate it into the website design. That's all there is to it. Nothing personal, nothing inappropriate. And let me just say this, Holly. Even if, hypothetically speaking, I were to get divorced, which, let me be clear, I am not planning to, what makes you think you'd automatically become my husband's new wife? Do you really think relationships work like that? You're skipping over so many steps here, falling in love, building trust, forming a connection. It's not some automatic process. Holly, are you even listening? Hello? Why aren't you answering? You haven't even opened my messages yet. I really hope you're not doing something impulsive. Holly, please, just think things through, okay? Oh my, I was wondering why there were so many missed calls. Oh, so that's what this is about. Holly, finally, you've read the messages. So the man I thought was your affair partner turns out to be the cafe owner. Got it. It looks like I jumped to conclusions. My mistake. But, well, that's just a minor detail now, isn't it? It's not a minor detail at all. Even if you and your husband are discussing divorce, filing the divorce papers just because you assume you'll end up marrying someone you're not even in a relationship with is absurd. It's unthinkable. Honestly, it's a massive nuisance for me, so please stop this nonsense. Oh, about that. You know that process of falling in love thing? Well, I've already taken care of that step. Taken care of it? What are you talking about? Exactly what I said. Your husband has been head over heels for me for ages now. What? It all started last year during the kindergarten sports day. We both fell in love at first sight. Every time we crossed paths during drop-offs or pickups, we'd silently communicate with our eyes. It was like we understood each other on a deeper level. The clincher, though, was during the Christmas party. Even though we were seated far apart, we kept exchanging longing glances. I've been ready and waiting for him to confess to me ever since then. So really, this whole situation couldn't have come at a better time. Thank you, Alexis, for deciding to go through with the divorce. Let me stop you right there and correct something. Huh? Correct what? My husband has told me multiple times, whenever I feel someone staring at me and turn around, it's always Holly glaring at me. Did I do something wrong? What? The fact that he would say something like that to me proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that he does not and has never had romantic feelings for you. Wait, what? Also, Holly, let's take a moment to really think this through, shall we? The reason you thought Alexis and her husband are getting a divorce was entirely based on your assumption that I was having an affair, wasn't it? But I wasn't having an affair. That means there's no actual reason for my husband and me to get a divorce, isn't that right? Wait, hold on. No way. Oh, but still, meeting one-on-one with the cafe owner is super suspicious. My husband was with me at the cafe, sitting at the next table the whole time. What? The cafe job was actually a referral from my husband. It was my first meeting with the owner, so my husband and I went together. When the web design meeting started, my husband, who doesn't know much about that field, sat at the next table enjoying tea while waiting for me to finish the discussion. This can't be happening. So, Holly, I don't know what's going on between you and your husband that led to talks of divorce, but there is absolutely no chance of me and my husband splitting up, which means you definitely cannot marry my husband. As I said earlier, please don't act rashly, okay? It's already too late. Wait, what? I already submitted the divorce papers earlier. What? Now I'm back to having to pay alimony. I was planning to rely on your husband's income after marrying him, and now everything is ruined. Everything. Ah, so you were the one being asked to pay alimony. Do something! I mean, this is entirely your problem, not mine, right? You're my friend! Holly, let me lay it out for you. You jumped to the conclusion that I was having an affair. You assumed my husband had feelings for you. Then you built on those assumptions, adding layers of misunderstanding and delusion. Finally, you've somehow ended up blaming me for your divorce, saying it's my fault. It's because you did something misleading, like having a business meeting in a cafe. My husband was literally sitting at the next table. There was nothing misleading about it. What? Details don't matter now. Just fix this for me. Listen, do you even realize that you haven't apologized to me even once? Something like that? Yeah, I'm done. I won't be associating with you anymore. Wait, hold on a second. I'm sorry. See, I apologized. Now please respond. Too late. Goodbye. Alexis, answer me. I don't even know what to say anymore. It seems that the primary reason behind Holly's divorce from her husband stems from a shocking revelation. Russell's father isn't actually the man everyone assumed him to be. Instead, it turns out he's a completely different person. This revelation caused a massive upheaval in their relationship, shaking the foundation of their marriage. What makes matters even more complicated is that the identity of Russell's real biological father remains completely unknown. No one has been able to determine who he is, and it seems unlikely that this mystery will ever be solved. The uncertainty and unresolved nature of this issue added layers of tension and mistrust to an already fragile relationship. For the longest time, Holly was unwilling to proceed with the divorce. Despite the truth coming to light and the deep rift it caused between her and her husband, she clung tightly to the marriage. Perhaps it was a desperate attempt to maintain some semblance of stability or to avoid the social stigma of being a divorced woman. Whatever her reasons, she refused to let go. Her husband, on the other hand, had reached his breaking point. The revelation had been too much for him to handle, and the idea of staying in a marriage built on lies was unbearable. However, even with his resolve to end things, the process of divorce proved to be a long and grueling ordeal. Holly's refusal to cooperate dragged things out unnecessarily, creating a tense and emotionally draining situation for both parties. At some point, Holly's husband, exhausted and resigned, decided that he had no choice but to accept the fallout of the situation, even if it meant enduring significant emotional and financial strain. He had described it as bracing himself for a dramatic downturn in his life, fully prepared to face the hardships that would come with leaving the marriage. Just when he had steeled himself for this challenging journey, an unexpected incident occurred that seemed to simplify everything. The details of this incident remain unclear, but whatever it was, it acted as a catalyst for the divorce to be finalized swiftly. What had once seemed like an insurmountable hurdle suddenly became a relatively smooth and straightforward process. In a bizarre twist, Holly's now ex-husband actually went out of his way to express gratitude for the situation. He reached out to the person indirectly involved in the incident and said something along the lines of, "I imagine this must have been a bother for you, but it truly helped me out." The absurdity of this statement is hard to overstate. Imagine being in a situation so convoluted that the person escaping a deeply troubled marriage feels compelled to thank someone for their indirect role in resolving the mess. It's a testament to just how surreal and tangled the entire ordeal has become. After the divorce was officially finalized, one might have expected Holly to accept the outcome and move on with her life. However, that was far from the case. In the aftermath of their separation, Holly made numerous attempts to reconcile with her ex-husband. She pleaded with him, made emotional appeals, and tried to convince him to give their relationship another chance. It was clear that she wasn't ready to let go of the life they had built together, no matter how flawed or fractured it had been. Despite her efforts, her ex-husband remained resolute. He had made up his mind to move forward, and he was determined not to be drawn back into the chaos that their marriage had become. In an effort to create a clean break, Holly's ex-husband took a job transfer to a different city. The new position required him to relocate, which he saw as an opportunity to distance himself from Holly and the painful memories of their marriage. He moved back to his hometown, cutting off direct contact with her entirely. Holly was left with no address or phone number to reach him, making it impossible for her to continue her attempts at reconciliation. In essence, he disappeared from her life completely, leaving her to pick up the pieces on her own. Now, all communication between Holly and her ex-husband is conducted through lawyers. These interactions are focused primarily on matters related to alimony and other financial settlements that arose from their divorce. The negotiations have been drawn out and contentious, with both sides struggling to reach an agreement that satisfies their respective needs and obligations. It's a complicated and emotionally charged process, further exacerbated by the lingering resentment and unresolved issues between them. Not too long ago, I happened to see Holly in passing. The sight of her was striking. She looked completely worn out, as if the weight of everything she had been through had taken a severe toll on her. Her once vibrant and confident demeanor was nowhere to be seen. Instead, she appeared gaunt and frail, her face pale and her cheeks hollow. Dark circles under her eyes hinted at sleepless nights, and her overall appearance suggested that she had been working herself to the brink of exhaustion. Whether it was to cover the expenses that came with the divorce or simply to keep herself afloat in the aftermath of everything that had happened, it was clear that she was struggling. It's difficult to see someone in such a state, especially when you know the person they used to be. Holly was once a woman who exuded energy and self-assurance, someone who seemed capable of handling anything that came her way. To see her reduced to this fragile version of herself is a stark reminder of how quickly life can change and how even the strongest among us can be brought low by unforeseen circumstances. Despite everything, there is a sense of inevitability about what Holly is going through. The choices she made, the secrets she kept, and the way she handled her relationships all played a role in shaping her current situation. While it's natural to feel some measure of pity for her, it's also important to acknowledge that actions have consequences. Life has a way of teaching us lessons, often in the most unforgiving ways possible. Holly's current struggles seem to be one of those lessons playing out in real time. A reminder that the truth has a way of surfacing, no matter how deeply it's buried, and that the decisions we make can have far-reaching effects. As I reflect on everything that's happened, I can't help but wonder what the future holds for Holly. Will she find a way to rebuild her life and regain some sense of stability, or will the weight of her past mistakes continue to drag her down? It's hard to say. For now, all I can do is hope that she finds the strength to move forward and create a better life for herself. One where she can learn from her past and make choices that lead to a more fulfilling and peaceful life. However, the road to recovery for Holly is going to be anything but easy. There's a deep emotional burden she must grapple with, a sense of failure that will likely haunt her for years to come. In her quieter moments, I imagine she must reflect on what went wrong, the missteps that led her down this painful path, and wonder whether things could have been different. Regret is a heavy companion, one that often arrives when damage has already been done, and I suspect Holly will have her fair share of sleepless nights spent reflecting on everything that transpired. In time, Holly may come to terms with her choices. Perhaps she'll find some solace in the understanding that, despite the collapse of her marriage, she is still capable of rebuilding her life. After all, many people emerge from difficult relationships stronger and more resilient. However, she'll need a great deal of support, and there may be moments of solitude where she faces the full weight of what's been lost. It's important that she finds the right people to lean on, those who will offer encouragement and guidance without judgment. The process of healing takes time, but with the right mindset, it is always possible. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.